What'd you see on film, Sam, when you looked at it?
A ton of things. Just lack of execution. Um, didn't capitalize on opportunities. Just some communication issues that are when you play a good team like that, they can't happen.
A little frustrating for you. I mean, you didn't really see this kind of offense, at least some of the struggles, especially last year. It's a little frustrating for you to kind of be struggling at this point in the season.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think that we definitely didn't envision um, meeting a roadblock, but that's part of life and it's part of football.
You, not maybe like 3-4 weeks ago, you guys were ranked second in the country in converting third downs, and then the last 2-3 games hasn't been nearly as good. What can you tell what happened there, or what people are doing, or what you're doing?
Oh, that's a great question. I'd have to really go back and kind of analyze third downs, but I mean, you look at the games that we weren't good on third down, we weren't really good overall, so I don't know that it necessarily has to do with third downs per se.
My question I've been wondering the last few weeks, are teams forcing you to go to the boundary, or is that the way the offense is designed? Do they want, Brennan, Malcolm, whoever, to catch things out wide and prevent you from going in the middle of the field?
I would say more, not necessarily middle of the field, but down the field.
Mm-hmm.
Baylor played a lot of drop eight coverage.
Right.
Iowa State kind of invented that 2 years ago.
Right.
So kind of just down the field stuff. They're doing a great job of taking away our deep threats and making us be patient and dump the ball underneath.
So they're wanting you to check down.
Correct.
And then just cover that up.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So they're inviting the check down and the QB scramble because they have 8 guys covering 4 or 5.
Right.
So yeah.
And then is the theory, kind of like it was with Leach's teams, you just check down, cover them up, and then they run out of end zone, or they run out of real estate, was the old way to stop Mike Leach. They just run out of room. They run out of field.
Really?
Yeah, and so I wonder if it's the same thing. It's like, give Texas all this stuff, just don't get beat over the top, and lock it down in the red zone, seems to me.
Yeah, I feel like, we haven't done a good job of getting to the red zone.
Right.
We haven't had a whole lot of opportunities, so I don't know if we're necessarily running out of real estate, but yeah, they're dropping a lot. And the way to beat that is running the football.
Mm-hmm.
If they're going to put that many guys in coverage, then you got to run the football well and take them out of it. So then you get your one-on-one matchups outside.
Sam, I know you look at yourself critically when you break down film, but being in the position you're in, how do you do that and be critical of yourself at the same time, making sure that you flush it so that you've got a clear head and you can run this offense and not let stuff kind of carry over?
Compartmentalizing, just like everything else in my life. I've had to do a really good job of learning when to focus on what. I would say directly after the game on Sundays, that's when it's time to see, okay, what did I do? What can I get better at? What are the things that I need to do better? And then moving forward into focusing on the next team, it's, okay, well, taking the same knowledge from the game, what were the things that we didn't do perfectly as a team, and in practice those should be corrected. So there's definitely you have to balance it, and there's an element to that where you have to really compartmentalize your life, and that's the same thing with school and things like that.
Do you try to train yourself, and I don't know what your timeline is, but probably by that Sunday evening practice, okay, just flush it and move on to the next one?
Yeah, absolutely. Win or loss, it's when I'm going to class on Monday, it's the previous game is completely out of my head.
When you have a game like last game when you guys lose, and then okay, you can't compete for the Big 12 title, and some of the goals you won't be able to achieve. What did you as a leader try to communicate, especially going into a last game like this?
Just if you can't find motivation for the seniors and the guys that have been here that are playing in their last home game on Saturday, you're crazy, because the things that they've gone through while being at Texas from their freshman year to now, they've been on on every end of the spectrum pretty much, and the foundation that they've laid for what this program should be and the expectations has been incredible. And so, I mean, I love each and every one of them, so it would be ridiculous for us to think that there should ever be any let off, because we have a bigger purpose within this building for each other. And so that's been the message. And, you know, if we can take care of business for this in the bowl game, that's an 8-win season. And although it's not exactly what we expected, that's I don't know what the word is for it, but it's not what we expected, but better than previous years.
Sam, who are some of the, you guys are about to lose 5 voices, 5 captains in your locker room. Who are some of the younger guys you've noticed stepping up that are going to help fill that void in the offseason and next year?
Yeah, that's something I've been observing tremendously, because obviously we do have a large younger group, and so as they get older, I'm trying to find the guys that are going to be the leader of those younger guys. And so I would say Joseph Osai, just the respect that he's earned from everybody with the way that he plays and the way that he approaches every day. He has a chance to be a tremendous leader. Keontae Ingram, hard worker. He's been working hard since he first got here. So those 2 guys. And then I know he's a freshman, but Rashawn, obviously the way that he's played this year, it's been, I mean, everyone, if you don't admire the way that he plays the game, then you're crazy. So I would say, I mean, there's a couple more guys that have been doing a good job of earning everyone's respect and have a chance to be really, really good leaders in the future.
Sam, I know you've got one game in the bowl game, but when you start to look at your body of work this year, do you look at it as from game to game as, okay, whatever the numbers are, you did some good things, or do you just evaluate kind of on bottom line, win was good, loss was bad?
Yeah, win was good, loss was bad. The stats and the individual numbers don't really mean anything unless you win the game. So definitely wins and losses.
What have you seen from this tech defense and the secondary you'll see on Friday?
Got a lot of different looks. We do a lot of different things. Their linebacker #1, he's an incredible athlete. He's had an incredible year. They do a great job of flying around and covering guys down the field.
I guess, like, how difficult has it been? I mean, obviously you guys came in by expectations, and you mentioned, you evaluate the year by win, loss. And when you see more L's in that column, then, you prefer, I guess, like, as, the leader, and, kind of being the face of Texas, I guess, like, how difficult is that for you to kind of stomach that and move forward?
I think it's difficult if you let it be. Obviously, it's not what we expected, but at the end of the day, it's pretty hard to look in the mirror and be frustrated every single day, because we're at the University of Texas and in Austin, Texas, and playing a game of football. And so, yeah, it is frustrating, and we wanted to see, we had higher expectations, but at the end of the day, I'm just very thankful to be able to have this opportunity.